Hi MAIP Committee, I'm Pablo Torres. I was born in La Habana in Cuba. I'm a senior at Florida State University, double majoring in economics and psychology. And a lot of people say that's, a weird mix to put together, but in my opinion, it's the best of both worlds.
We're outside of the FSU Psychology building, outdoors because the best things happen outdoors. Sports, hiking, this video. So, as I was saying, I was born in Havana, Cuba, and I immigrated to the United States, Tampa, Florida specifically, with my mom when I was 5 years old. And the interesting thing about Cuba is that it's a very foreign place to outsiders, just because of the tensions they've always had to the United States. So you don't really know Cuba unless you're Cuban yourself. And this foreignness played its part during my learning curve when I first got to Tampa. I really had to learn a whole new set of cultures, traditions, and definitely language. But it was the first time where I realized I might have had an interest in the advertising field. I didn't just want to learn how to communicate with my friends and family. I really wanted to learn how to communicate with broader multicultural audiences. And that led me to where I am today. So, going back to the point of me having these two kind of unique majors in psychology and economics. Fast forward to my freshman year of college, I was this lost freshman who had no idea what he wanted to do for the rest of his life. But I did know that psychology was a broad enough major where if I picked it, I could do pretty much anything with it. And actually, I was later picked to join a psychology research lab, specifically social psychology. And this is the first time where I got a really big interest and understanding of consumer behavior, kind of why people make the decisions that they do. But I knew that I didn't want to take this understanding into the PhD level. I wanted to apply it to real life, to go into the business world. But I didn't think that psychology was enough. That's why I later picked economics. Economics really taught me the business side of things, the data, the numbers, how firms run the way that they do. And in the end, my goal has always been to combine these two majors. It's always been considering the numbers, but never forgetting the creativity behind things. I think we live in a world where data is integrating more and more of itself into the consumer life. We pretty much understand everything, a lot to do with like programmatic advertising and stuff like that. So I think that leads an opening for people like myself, these like hybrid minds. So fast forward to me picking these two majors, realizing that I wanted to combine these two majors, and then further realizing that advertising was the perfect combination of these two majors. I really wanted to get serious about the field. So I joined the FSU Ad Club my junior year, and I got some really cool experiences out of that. For example, we took a trip to Austin and we visited several ad agencies there. But I realized I was still missing that firsthand experience in the ad field itself. And that's when I tried out for the FSU NSAC team. And later they made me the director of survey and one of the 4 members of the strategy team. But I think what made me stand out as a candidate there was not only my interest in advertising, but my past experience with survey research, primary research, things like focus groups and things like that, and my desire to combine those two experiences with the ad field.
To sum everything up from you guys, from the time I immigrated to the United States from Cuba to me finally picking my two majors and then finally getting serious about the ad field with the ad club and then the NSAC team, it's all been a culmination that's led me to today. I can't think of a better way to get firsthand experience in the ad field than with other multicultural students like myself. I just want to thank you guys for listening in and hope to hear back from you soon.